Damn, I'm cute. Hey everybody, I just wanted to officially welcome you all to my channel. I want to say thank you so much for 100 subscribers. All the sharing that you guys did and the excitement that you had overall really means a lot to me. If you're not already subscribed, don't forget to do that. I have some surprises coming for you guys pretty soon. I might put one at the end of the video, I might not, so you're just gonna have to watch until the end to find out. But I'm not gonna talk too much about that. Let's get straight into this sneaker haul.
Down in a motherfucking snake pit. Now I'm type of niggas give it out and I don't take shit.
So the first shoe that I purchased was the Jordan 7 Mays. These released in May of 2006, and they were a women's colorway along with like a few other women's colorways that released in the early 2000s, like some 11s, 5s, and 8s. This is a women's size 8, and I got it for $55, no box. Dead stock pairs usually go for around like $400 to $450, so I think I got a pretty good deal on these because they are in pretty good condition. I think the biggest flaw is just like this pin scratch on the toe box of this one, but other than that, the leather looks pretty good. There isn't any paint chipping on either one of the shoes. I think if I just clean the laces, these will look pretty good. I have a few other women's Jordans from this era, but not a lot of recent ones. I just think the colorways that they made back then were way better, and the shape of the shoe overall was nicer. Women's Jordans today are shaped just like the men's shoes, so they just look a little bit too masculine for me, especially in my size. And honestly, most of the colors now are trash. So the second shoe that I got were Black Flip 3s. These released in December of 2011. I got this 6.5 for $50, no box. Dead stock pairs usually go for only about $150. So they're not too expensive, honestly. This pair is in really good condition though. It's kind of hard to mess up a black shoe in the first place, but there is also no paint chipping on either one of the shoes, as well as not a lot of creasing on the toe box or on the heel tab. You can tell that they did get their wears out of these though, because the bottoms do have heel drag and like a low star count. But other than that, they look pretty good. I've been wanting these for a while now, actually. I purchased white flips back in 2014, but back then these were a little bit more expensive, so I never found a pair for a price that I really wanted to pay. Unfortunately, my white flips fell apart. I got the sole re-glued and I got them repainted, and a little while later they just fell apart again. I've been wanting to purchase another pair of white flips, but I know because of the age, what happened to my original pair will happen again. It's pretty much inevitable, so I just felt a little bit more comfortable buying these because these are a 2011 release and the whites are from 2007, so it's a little bit of an age gap, so I think these will last me a little longer. I've also been considering getting a pair of gray flips. They released at the same time as these, and they're just gray with blue accents, and they're a grade school colorway. They're not as cool as the black and white ones, but I think it would be kind of fun to try to complete the set. So the next pair of shoes that I got from my haul were Cherry 4s, aka Valentine's Day 4s. These released in February of 2012 and were a grade school only Valentine's Day release. I've wanted these pretty much ever since they came out, but back then people were selling them for way more than I wanted to pay for them, so I never went ahead and pulled the trigger on them. But I got this size 7 for $100 with the box, as you can see. When I got them, they were in like perfect condition, but I did slip up and wear them a little bit. As you can see, they didn't have any paint cracking or any of these stains on them, but the first time I wore them, the paint did start to chip. I have been wanting a Valentine's Day shoe for a long time, but the Valentine's Day shoes that Jordan makes are either really good or really bad. There's not really an in-between, but this is one of my favorite pairs that they have done, so I'm really glad that I finally found these for a good price. I remember some of the Valentine's Day shoes that I used to see kids with in school, like some of the earlier pairs. Jordan Brand used to go in numerical order like per year when they made these, but now they've kind of been switching it up a little bit. I don't really know why. It's just one of those weird things that Jordan Brand does. As you can see, they feature the heart-shaped basketball Valentine's Day logo. So the next shoe that I have here are Pure Money 3s. This is the original release from 2007. These did retro in 2018, but they were men's only, and they featured an icy bottom, which I thought was a terrible addition to the shoe, honestly. I feel like this was one of those shoes that Jordan Brand kind of should have just left alone. It was a really classic and really good shoe, and they kind of just ruined it, as Jordan Brand normally does when they bring back shoes. I got this pair for $80, no box. I actually couldn't find a grade school pair that was dead stock to compare the prices, but dead stock men's pairs go for around $300 to $500 depending on the size, and used they're even around $200. These are honestly really clean. The biggest flaw is really just this yellowing like around the toe, and then like a few stains like on the elephant print on the back, but that's really just from age, because if you take a look at the bottom, you can tell that they didn't wear these a lot. The bottoms are still pretty clean, except for just like a little bit of yellowing. So all the flaws in the shoes are due to their age. Men's pairs of these actually feature the words pure money or pure and a dollar sign behind the heel tab, but these came out when grade school 3s still had the leather heel tab attached to the shoe on the back, so they don't have that feature. Grade school 3s do still have the heel tab attached, but now it's like that same material that the men's pairs are. But honestly, I actually recently saw a dead stock men's pair of these, and both of the heel tabs were like completely cracked to pieces. So maybe it's a good thing that my pair doesn't have that feature, otherwise they'd probably be ruined too. So these last 3 pairs I'm really excited for you guys to see. They're all shoes that I've wanted in my collection since I started collecting, honestly, so I can't wait to show you. The first pair is the Fire Red 4 Mars Blackman edition. These released in July of 2006. I got this size 6.5 for $59, no box. Right before I settled on this pair, I was actually in a bidding war for these, but the price got a little over $100. Granted, the pair was like very near dead stock, but I just didn't want to pay that much just so I could stay true to the theme of the haul that I was doing. Honestly though, these are still in like pretty fair condition, I would say. The seller's pictures did do them a little more justice. You couldn't tell that they were as yellowed as they are. I don't really know if you guys can tell on camera like the way I could see it in person, but they do have some paint chipping on both of the midsoles, as well as just like a few stains around the shoe in general, and the yellowing on the netting and the bottom, because it really is hard to find this shoe in even a better condition than this because they're so old and because they're a white leather 4. I also could not find a dead stock grade school pair of these to compare the price, but this shoe is just like really hard to find in general. Even though I did find a few pair in my size, like I said, the condition was either really bad. As you guys can see though, they feature a photo of Spike Lee's character Mars Blackman from the movie She's Gotta Have It. In the movie, he was like a really big Jordan fan, and so they even featured him in some Jordan Brand ads in like the late 80s, early 90s. So the next shoe that I got for my haul were Bull 6s. I got these for $71 with the box. It is a size 7. Dead stock pairs usually go from anywhere between $200 to $350 depending on the grade school size. These are in excellent condition though. There's no paint chipping on either one of the midsoles, as well as not like a lot of creasing on the toe box or around the heel. The biggest flaw really is just the yellowing on the bottom, which is of course inevitable. I got the black varsities back in like 2014, and I've been trying to complete the set ever since then, but this is another one of those shoes that are hard to find in a good condition in a grade school size. I have wanted these ever since they originally released. This is honestly one of my favorite Jordans. I used to love 6s when I was a kid. So there are a lot of 6s from this year or just that time period in general that I need for my collection. And I honestly prefer the Varsity Red from 2010 over the original Infrared. Infrared, especially on the newer pairs or the newer releases, just looks way too pink for me. I think a close second is the 2000 release because it was considered deep infrared, but like the 2014 and 2019 releases of these were just really bad. So the last pair of shoes that I got from my haul were Green Bean 5s. This is honestly a grail of mine. I've been looking for these ever since I started collecting, but they used to be really expensive. I got this size 7 for $61, no box. Dead stock grade school pairs usually go for anywhere from like $300 to $500, honestly, depending on the size. I don't want to talk too much about the condition of these because the condition these shoes were in the photos is not at all how I received them. So there's a little bit of a story time behind that, honestly. If you guys want to hear it, go ahead and comment down below and I'll do a story time on these shoes and let you know like where I got them and pretty much everything that happened. But in the photos of these shoes, the only flaw was this like little bit of cracking on the toe box, which didn't bother me. As you guys can see as I 360 them a little bit, there are some other flaws in the shoes, but I'm not going to mention those for now. It is something that is inevitable with this shoe, so I wasn't really too upset about it. These released in September of 2006, and honestly, I'm surprised that they haven't retroed since then. When this shoe came out, it was really popular, and even today, it's still pretty much like a head turner. This is one of the only widely available shoes to feature an all 3M upper. Back then, and even today, most 5s only had the 3M tongue. Unfortunately, since I wear grade school sizes, my upper isn't 3M. Since the beginning of time, Jordan Brand has been cheating grade school sizes and cheaping out on them. Even today, a lot of shoes either do not come in grade school sizes or do not have the same features as the men's sizes. I don't know when they're going to stop doing that, but it hurts. At the end of the day, I'm really happy to at least have these in my collection. I know for a fact that I won't get to wear them, but because of how long I've wanted them, I'm just happy to say that I finally have them. Honestly, I might end up at some point getting another pair, or not even a dead stock pair, because I don't have the same problem with a dead stock pair for sure. But I don't know, I might try to find like a cleaner pair. I don't know, they're just so old. Something's gonna happen to them regardless. That is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you guys want to see more sneaker hauls, please like this video and comment and let me know that that is content that you all enjoy seeing. And definitely subscribe. You know we need those subscribers. If you're not already subscribed, I don't really know why, especially since you sat and watched this whole video. I'm gonna need you to click that button for me. I'm working on a lot of videos and really cool video ideas right now, so I have plenty more content coming for you guys very soon. Also check my IGTV. My Instagram is meanassmina. I'm gonna be posting just some of like the shorter videos there. Thank you all for watching.